Hello everyone, I am RexRed and I am back with another Ez3DTv tutorial today. We are going to work with EZFinder again. We have it on the schedule. And so I thought I would come back in and see what we have got here. I have been working to perfect this program. Still waiting on a reply from Daz to see if they are. It has been a long holiday weekend with Thanksgiving commencing and coming to a close. And then we have the beginning of our very festive Christmas holiday coming up, and Christmas and Hanukkah and a lot of other holidays all kind of squished in together. So welcome people, welcome. We are going to take a look at EZFinder. Now, the last time I was here, there was, I try to make it, I'm trying to make it through an entire session of using EZFinder to see if I can kind of make it through without issues, okay? And so what we're dealing with right now is we have, there has been a bug in EZFinder. It's, you could call it the zero bug, where it just, every once in a while wants to go to zero and then it won't go past 1. Well, I think we've kind of figured out what that was, which was causing this issue. So we have now EZFinder here, and this is our Explorer. What's really cool is I've been able to put together some of my favorite scripts. These are scripts that I use a lot. And there's my brightness manager, and here is my 3D light converter, cutaway scene, ultra scatter pro, character mixer, and then these are for adjusting PBR and iRay skin, hedgemaker, some parts of hedgemaker. These are parts of our Alienator Pro 2, and we have the set builder. The way the last video ended, I could not get Alienator to work, and that, I found out, was because I was using Alienator 1. Welcome, Art! Oh, and thank you for the wonderful emojis! I am back for a little while here. We're going to work with EZFinder, and so this is my favorites folder, and it's really kind of cool because I have some of my favorites. I just happen to have every armpit hair that's available. It's the armpit hair is kind of the hardest one because I use this hair as my main hair, but every once in a while we've got to have some armpits. If they've got their arms up, you got to have something there. So eyebrows. This is really cool because this brings us into these are not actually the eyebrows that I like to use. Let's see if we can find them. Now, brows. This would be essentials. I don't think we'll find them under essentials. Let's just look under brows. See if we can find them. And now it is searching. I'm hoping that we can have this session with EZFinder without any kind of issues. This would be very nice to be able to get through this without it. Oh, here they are. Okay, these are eyebrow colors. I believe they go with them as well. So we put them in brows. That gives us a massive arsenal of brows to use for our Genesis 9 figures. There are others. Let's see what these are. These are for Genesis 9 brows. Let's throw these in as well. What are these? Genesis 9. Okay, this is another eyebrow set. Matt, welcome, welcome, welcome. Very lovely to have you here, both you and Art. Thank you for showing up. It's very nice, very nice. And we've got Adam brows. We'll throw them in. And these brows and these Angus brows. Angus! Where's Angus? We have Angus brows. And so let's see. These are cool brows here. We'll throw them in just to give us a nice selection of brows. And then we have facial hair. So let's gives me some a basic kind of thing. Then we have Genesis 9 people. So if we take this over here, and I am deleting files, so we're going to open up DAZ Studio 4.24, and we are going to put our Genesis 9 figure in here. We have shapes, which is really cool. So this is kind of like, you see, I had DAZ set up the way I really, really, really wanted it to be. I had I had these visual menus, and if you remember, they were all these menus that I had across here, and they had all these quick things that I just, when I needed a sky, I could click on it, visual menu, boom. And if I needed a figure, I had all of my favorite kind of items all in these visual menus. Well, there was one drawback that I really didn't like about them, and that was when the visual menu script was running, you couldn't click on anything in the scene, okay? You couldn't click anything. It was just, everything was locked. And so every time I would always open it first and then realize, oh, I have to select my figure. And I couldn't select my figure. Well, with EZFinder open, you can select anything in the scene, okay? It's all works, okay? Because it's a completely separate animal than DAZ. Okay, so it's not using DAZ to open up a script or run something. It's all separate from DAZ. So I can double click this figure and bring my Genesis 9 figure in to DAZ, okay? Now we can get rid of this. We don't need this. And we'll leave that open. So this is a way of, so this is actually much better than the visual menus, and also I can come up here and just say, I can save these and feel, it's like I have like dreams about this where I will wake up and say, oh my God, did I lose my, you know, my files? I saved them. Oh, did I save them right? And it's like the answer is, oh, that was a nightmare. You know, it's not, I didn't lose my files, okay? So now we go into here and we go, let's find some shorts. Okay, I thought I had, okay, wardrobe, what? Oh, this is Sky Tools. We're going to go to favorites. Okay, we've got a, is this, okay, browse. Okay, we have all of this here. So now we're going to go to shorts or pants. We go into here. We'll just throw these pants on the figure for now. Okay, how about if I double click it? Okay, oops. I just put them on the environment. I don't think we need them on the environment. They kind of look like they fit the environment, but we actually need them on our figure. All right, that works. Now we'll go with the shape and change the shape of our figure. I have all my shapes right here. And actually, this is an issue here. Okay, I don't think these are going to work. No, because I saved. Click remove shapes. I think they are here. Okay, my saved items. Yeah, they are, and so those are my here. My saved items. We got 4 pages of shapes, and these are my shapes. Here we go. We start with this one, these. Okay. Shapes will drag these in, and Clifford. Okay, we put these into shapes. And then, so the last time I had a video, you guys remember I was having issues getting Alienator Pro working. You will remember, Matt, because you were here to the end of the video. The reason why I was having problems with Alienator Pro is I was using Alienator Pro and not using Alienator Pro 2. Both Matt and myself are noticing some lag in this stream. Okay, let me see what might be causing this. Okay, what we'll do, okay, I think what might be causing this? Let me go to my, and we're just gonna turn off OneDrive, okay? Let's go pause syncing for a while, okay? See if that fixes it. And let's go back here. Okay, that should fix any issues with the stream, I do believe. So I was deleting some files, and that could have done something possibly with the stream. So it's saying we have an excellent connection. You might want to check and make sure if your connection's not happy with, because I am broadcasting in 4K, so you might have to bring it down a little, like to 1440p, if that could be a possible. But if you're both, oh, you got Ultra Scenery XT. Let's see if that they should now. All of that should have stopped by now. But let me see if we can pause syncing here also, and see if that helps. So I did open DAZ, and when DAZ first opens, yeah, buffering is a good term, I guess. Let's look. All right, we have to select our figure. I unselected him somehow. All right, let's give Logos. Here's Logos. All right, so we have now Logos. Let me know if there's any more issues, okay? I did open DAZ, and when DAZ opens, it has to phone home. I think that's from our generation. They call it buffering now, but we used to call it phoning home, you know? So, and that's what DAZ has to do, is when you open DAZ, it phones home. It basically needs to check and make sure you own everything, which I don't blame them. So that is a possibility. Yes, let me know if there's any more buffering, because YouTube is telling me I have an excellent connection, and YouTube is usually the first one. The ET shout out, you like that one? It's like, yeah. So here we go. Now we have some poses. Let's find a pose. See how quickly I can put this figure together, and I've got this issue with my poses now not showing. So all right, we'll do it here. So we remove these poses. and we go here. And these poses are like this because I got them from another computer. And so there's one there, urban model. Okay, so we got a couple of poses here. Now we'll put them in our poses. Now these should work. Make sure Genesis 9 is selected. And there we go. He's itching his back. So, all right, let's try this one. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. So, all right. Save this. We'll call this desert. Let's find a desert. So, or jungle. How about jungle? Let's now go into the organizer here. And as you can see, I have these environment things. This is a kind of cool way. I've set these up, and all I did was these words here, barn, building, shed, kitchen, bathroom. I just loaded into this here, all of these items here. And just to kind of give you an idea, let me see if I can find something here that I haven't searched for. And that would be, let's search for, I'm quite sure I searched for grocery. Oh, those would be in items. Okay, we're looking at places. Okay, we got university, college, stage, town. These are things I've thought of. Village, villa. Okay, let's, Alexa, how do you spell Bordeaux?
Bordeaux is spelled B-O-R-D-E-A-U-X.
B-O-R-D-E-A-U-X. Is that? I hope that's not what I think it is. Bordeaux. I hope it's not like a place of ill repute. Bordeaux or something like that. Go Bordeaux. No, see, there's only a few things. Bordeaux. I thought it might be a place. River Bordeaux. Okay, let's see. Let's try pantry. Let's clear the UI. See, everything I do here, I'm hoping that this time we will not have an issue. All right, pantry. So every time I've come and done, there's been fewer, okay, issues. All right, now there's got to be more than one item for pantry. Bordello, that's the word. And I'm not sure if that's what I was thinking of, but I thought Bordeaux. But Barbarossa was Barbarossa Bordeaux. Yeah, you can see I have been working today, so I've worked for about 6 hours today. And then I came home, and this is how much I love you all to come in and work with you all. So, pantry. Let's see if we can find some pantry stuff in here. No, this is unreal. You would think that pantry would be a big word for Daz. It's not. Let's clear this and let's see, let's check. Help me find some, if it's not a good place, we better not go there. Let's see. Space, we're going to, okay, ship, there would be, how about station? S-T-A-T-I-O-N, station. See just what comes, S-T-A-T-I-O-N, station. All right, let's put this one in. See what we come up with. 791. Look at this. This is a gold mine, okay? So, station. So, we're going to go new folder, S-T-A-T-I-O-N, station. All right, now I can just take and hold the control key, drag here, and drop it in station. And that just dropped 791 items into there. And when I go here, now we can go through all 15 pages of station. Okay, and some of them might be space station. Look at that, dark station. Okay, look at this. And then we have the wall south station, subway metro. And then we have probably a gas station somewhere here. Railway, power station. Don't go there. Don't go there, Art. The jokes just make themselves sometimes, though. Yes, they do. We're trying to keep this appropriate. So here we go. They've got some. We got a service station. Look at that. And a workstation. Santa's workstation. Maybe we should do something with Santa today. So let's double click this and put Santa's workstation together here. But we got to find Santa. All right, so this guy's not going to work. Maybe he might work as Santa from behind, but yeah, I think we'll use him. But let's see. Let's see about our chair here. We'll pull the chair out a little bit, and let's look from the side here. Sitting. So we'll go to poses. And we'll go sitting, sitting. And where is the sitting pose? Here's one. So we go to Genesis 9. We need you sitting. All right, that kind of works. But we will need to move you up a little bit, guy. Like this. Like this. And like this. And we might need to make him bigger. Yeah, Santa's kind of intimidating kind of features. Okay, so Vanishing Point has a nice gas station from his poser days, which he brought to the Daz store. Ah, yes, I bought a gas station, and it was massive. It was an old style gas station. I bought it a while ago, and I knew that would be in the station. I didn't go all the way to all the pages, so, but I know it was there. Now, we've got to find a Santa suit. So let's go here and clear the UI. And we are looking for Santa. Santa suit. Come on. Here we go. Santa coat, or here's Santa outfit. This is for Genesis 3. Santa pants, Santa coat. These are all for Genesis 3. Genesis 1. I think the Santa coat, okay, Santa coat, Santa outfit. Let's just look up Santa. Santa, and that will find probably more suits, because it's going to find us clothes, and it might actually find some characters, and we might... Okay, we have to enter a search term. Santa, search. Santa baby. All right, here we go. Santa. We have 15 pages of Santa. Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Santa complete. Genesis 1. I'm quite sure I have more Santa stuff. Here's Santa jacket. That's for Genesis 9. Here we go. This will give us, okay, so we go with the Santa jacket and the Santa pants. Come on. Did the pants go on? No, we gotta do it again. Well, all right, the pants aren't working. Oh, that's the array color. These are the actual pants. Okay, OBJ. Oh, and those are for what? Genesis 9. Maybe for the female. Let's see. All right, it's supposed to work. Cancel this. What's wrong? Okay, that's the belt. Maybe the belt has to be put with the... All right, let's do this again. Genesis 9. Santa pants, there they are. All right, we can take the jeans now. Casual pants. All right. Santa. And then we take and move Santa in a little bit. So his back isn't going right through the thing. And the Santa hat. Fur, where's the Santa hat? Santa hat. That's the array. Color, Santa hat. All right. And where's the Santa boots? Here's the boots. The boots upper. Santa boots. Santa baby. Okay, so we got to make Santa a little bit bigger, more intimidating. So we go to proportion, default, okay, parameters. Here we go to PROP, proportion. Okay, proportion body only. We're going to go proportion neck length, okay. Proportion head size, palm size, hand size, finger length, proportion neck. I'll call it a knight. Oh my gosh, are you leaving us, Art? Proportion larger. Okay, there we go. And then we push this. Are you leaving us? I just knighted you, Sir Rex. Sir Rex, tell him King Arthur says so. Okay, Arthur. Well, thank you. I appreciate being knighted. I'm Sir Rex now. Okay. Okay, we move him over a little bit. He's kind of crooked in the seat. And we go like this. And then we got, where is the beard? Santa beard. Let's see if we can find the Santa beard. Copy, clear the UI, clear this, and we have to paste that back in. And search for Santa beard. Here we go. OBJ. We have Claus beard. Let's go with this one. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. All right, what's up with this? That's a shape. This is the Claus beard, maybe. 9, Claus beard base. Let's try this. Come on, put the beard on him. Angus, good evening to you. Oh, there's our Santa beard. Yes, Santa has a beard. Now we have to put Santa in a room. Okay, come back, mouse. All right. And that's the gray beard. Let's see if we can find something a little lighter. This one, the white beard. There we go. Santa. Let's see what he looks like in a render. So we go here, save this, and then we'll see what he looks like with his fur. Okay, now we go to render settings. General. And this is the ghost of Christmas too early. This is what we call it. Let's see. Now we go to render settings 2000. Enter 16:9. We go to progressive render, maximum samples, maximum time. We turn off our render quality because we want it to render away. Render away. There he is. He's got a... Oh, what happened to this? Oh, that's from a different Santa, I guess. And he's supposed to have fluffy, furry things. I think they got moved around. That's the fluff from his things. I think we can add them. So, all right, so we'll cancel this. For some reason, that's a bug. All right, they're in some other pose. Okay, let's see what happens when we go to... All right, this isn't right. And, okay, so let's move Santa with the Santa beard. And we're going to put Santa in the chair. Where's the chair? Big chair. We're going to unparent the big chair, and then we're going to put Santa and the big chair in a group together. Oh, it's over here. Okay, so Santa and chair. There we go. Santa and, we'll use an and thing, and chair. So now that they're one and the same, we can pull the chair in a little bit, like this. We can pull Santa's feet back a little bit. Parameters. Bend. Get rid of this prop. Bend. Bring this foot back. Like that. And we'll bring this foot ahead a little bit, like this. They don't have to be the same. This one can be like this. The arms. Okay, so now we have Santa in the chair in one big thing. We can move the chair in a little bit more, like this. Like he's working. Let's bring this foot back a little bit more. Left shin, bend. Like that. Okay. Forward, front, back. Bring it this way. Okay. And this one here. Front, back. Say twist, bend, okay, bend, all right. And now we need a room for Santa. What's going on with his parts? Santa fur, okay, the fur part. We have fur here. Santa fur. Okay, that's all the fur. And was there fur here? Okay, so we select the hat. We try to put the fur back on. That was by just looking up Santa. So we clear this. Okay, I think we'll find the Santa fur. Oh, that was Santa beard, so we have to clear this. And then we go back and search for Santa. Santa, where are you? We have to give him some hair. Okay, Santa, 15 pages of Santa. And this is where we found the Santa clothes. Okay, Santa fur. Okay, so we put the fur on the boots. So we have to select the boots. We'll try this again with the fur. Where are the boots? Santa hat. Where's the hat? Okay, fur hat. Hat fur 1, hat fur 2. Okay, so we go like this. We have the hat selected. Okay, let's see, does that render correctly now? I sure hope so. No, we have to move it, I guess. We have to move it into place. So let's see. And how are we supposed to see this? You can't see it in iRay. You can't see that it's out of place. This is kind of terrible. All right, maybe, see, it looks like it's in the right place. Does anybody know what's going on here? Let's put this in here. Santa fur. Now we take the hat. Where was the hat? No, that goes here with the hat. Santa fur hat. Where is it? Hat. Okay, this is kind of weird. Let's try a different, see if one of these other things will show us the fur in the wrong place. Okay, this one. Texture shaded, no. Filament. Come on, filament, no. It's all gonna just show like, oh, it's perfect. Except iRay. Okay, so when we go to iRay, all right, let's see, maybe it does show in iRay. If it does, no, it's perfect except in the render. How am I supposed to deal with that? Oh, Lord. Look at this. All right, there's some kind of, no, you see, how can you move it when you don't, when it's not showing except in the render? So this is kind of ridiculous. All right, so to cancel this render, yes. Now this Santa hair. So we can't use fur because it's broken. It just doesn't work. I bet the hair for the female works. It's just, I don't know. It's like the female jacket probably works fine. Fur. So, all right. So we removed the hair because it doesn't work. I don't know why. No idea. No idea why. All right. So let's clear the UI. And then let's go here to Santa hair. Santa hair. All right. Now this is the hair, but it was the, okay, they got this really weird looking hair. And then where's the head hair? Oh, here's Santa hair. Santa hair. Okay, so we try putting that on. Where is our Genesis 9 figure? Santa hair. All right, this is supposed to, oh, that's for Genesis 3. Genesis 3 male. I don't think that's Mrs. Claus's hair. All right, that kind of works. Now we have to tuck it in under the hat. And there's that hat check thing. Now what we could do is try to push it in under the hat. We could pull the hat out a little bit, push the hair in under. See, that doesn't really look right. The hair is too coarse. Where's the other Santa hair? Okay, beard, duff. Where is the Santa hair? Okay, Santa beard. Santa. 2 of 3. Santa hair. Okay, the brows, and these are for Genesis 3 also. Beard. Santa Claus beard. This is page 1, Santa hair. Why are the, okay, we're going to clear this. Santa hair. Try again. Santa hair. Okay, this says beard, this says Santa hair. But those are 3 delight. Santa beard, okay. And those are textures. Santa, these are all textures for Santa hair. Okay, so we go back. One of these has got to say Santa, okay, Santa beard. These are for the Genesis 3 Santa. Beard, 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 mustache, hair, beard. Beard. Beard, 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 beard. Okay, so that's not working. So what we're going to do is just go into our hair category. Easy organizer. We have hair here. And we're going to go to wearables. And then we go here to somewhere in here, there's 28 pages, there's going to be Santa hair. It's going to be under some weird name. Now this Asherdun hair might work. Here is a Nicholas hair. Let's select our Genesis 9 figure and see what happens with this. I like the beard here. Okay, that works. We just have to find the right color. And see, this isn't so hot, this hair either. It doesn't look that much better than the other hair. Just doesn't look fine enough, but maybe we can do something to fix that. All right. So we have two hairs. Now this is this was the old one. That one kind of fits better. So let's see what we can do to edit this hair. What do we have for surfaces? Okay. Coat. Let's go to cut out opacity and see if we can make it thinner. See, that is kind of working to make it thinner looking. See, that just blended that right in. So that made it look right. Now we just have to use our tool settings. Go to Translate, Geometry Sculptor. Select this. Start to push it in. Come on, Santa. We got to push your hair in. Tuck it in under your hat so you don't look like a hippie. All right. All right, we got to go. Okay, let's bring that back a little bit, like that. Okay. This is not easy. Okay. I thought I had it, but then my fingers moved. No, this is not easy. Not easy at all. You move it and then you let off on the, this is why I use okay, I think that's okay. Now, a vertical mouse, and right now I'm using my regular mouse. The vertical mouse, this doesn't, okay. This is not working. Okay. When I pull it like a vertical mouse, like vertical or horizontal, it works. Okay, I think that's good enough for that. Now we have to do the other side. Okay, let's do that same technique. We pull this in like this. This like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. We're getting somewhere. All right, this works. Santa baby. Okay. Now we go back to Santa. Santa's going to be a little bit pudgy. Santa pants, we got the Santa jacket. Genesis 9, we got to do Santa parameters, belly. It's probably under abs. So belly. Belly. Belly define, belly radius, belly height, belly width. That was some, but not belly size. Let's try this one. No, that's not at all what I was hoping for. Okay. Like we've got to adjust every single muscle in the belly to get it look right. Belly full, belly sag, belly fat, general. It's still not working. It's not at all what I expected this to be. Z. Okay, belly pregnant, belly fat mommy, fat stress, in me belly depth, belly button up, belly button. Okay. Belly width, belly size. Okay. How about the belly, the pregnant belly? Can we get... No, that's just not quite what I was looking for. Neither is the other one. We'll leave Santa looking svelte. It's before he started pounding the eggnog to him. Okay, we'll save this. All right, so we got to find a room. Okay, workshop. Let's try workshop. Okay, that's another word for our places. I think I already have shop, but let's see. We go environment, shop, SH. Okay, I don't see shop here, so we don't have a shop. So we're going to go new folder, shop. See if we can like toy shop and workshop and things like that. Shop. So we clear the UI like that. Shop. And what have we got here? Shop. 39 pages of shop. I'll take them. We'll put them all in here. And then we'll find out which ones don't belong. Okay, so shop. 2041 shop things. All right. A lot of them are poses. Okay, look at this shop. Ooh, okay, let's go, let's put him in the shop. Let's see, now we go here to parameters, shop, X, which way are we looking at? From the right, so this would be X translate. Let's move this way. Okay, Santa, we gotta be in the shop with you. Are we inside yet? Not yet. Okay, we've got a... That's his table, so we got to take and move around and... Okay, what we'll do is we will bring this closer to Santa. That little lantern on his table has got a nice little thing. Okay, we'll go this way. All right, what I got to do is look around the room here, look around the shop, find out where our windows are. Okay. There are like none, except these. Let's see, okay, in this, Santa baby. Okay, this is like an Asian kind of like medicine shop or herbal place. This isn't quite Tinker's Workshop. Let's try that instead. Oh, and we have a nice little picture window we can put a wintry scene out through. Okay. Let's see what's going on inside. Well, yes, Santa, you fit right in here with the... Okay. So we got to spin the shop around a little bit. All right, so let's get hold of the shop. Or is this Tinker's Workshop shop room? Okay, so we go Y, rotate. Oh, that's the wrong way. Y is the wrong one. Well, no, it's not the wrong one. That's Y. Translate this is Y. Rotate. Daz, you gotta fix your async, okay? Come back. Come back. The UI is not supposed to shrink like that. But Daz is a very complicated program. It's probably going to crash. The last time the reason Daz crashed was because I was trying to use, which isn't fair to Daz, I was misusing a tool, and that was the Alienator Pro. I was using Alienator Pro with Ultra Scenery 2, and Alienator Pro really belongs with, you can only use Alienator Pro 2 with Ultra Scenery 2. And, oh, and Matt, I really didn't spend enough time on congratulating you on getting Ultra Scenery XT. I bet you are very excited about that. And for $8, that is definitely a good deal. So you did good. Ultra Scenery XT, I use that a ton. And so, yeah, you did good. You did very, very good. And like I said, I bet you are very excited about that purchase. That, I mean, that is the Ultra Scenery, like Ultra Scenery 1, 2, XT and all, those are like probably among the my top DAS scripts, programs, whatever you want to call them, other than EZFinder, which allows me to find all of the things in my DAS library that I have not been able to put my hands on. So I'm not kind of, I am very partial to Ultra Scenery. So this is just kind of like, I think we've lost it. So we'll see. Maybe we can get it back, but I don't think we can. So something's happening. I may have to save it again. I hope I saved it after his hair got edited. I hope so. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know. So, but this is going to be an awesome little window. I might take the curtains out so we can get a more expansive view of the outside, but we'll see. We got books. We got candles here or something. We got some cool stuff in here. This is a pretty cool, this is called the Tinker's Workshop. See, my program is not causing, oh, there we go. My program is not causing this because as you can see, my program is not frozen, okay? So, what happened to this? We just kind of like lost our room. We're going to save this, okay? So we don't, now the room just disappeared. I'm not sure why, but we're going to put it back in. Yeah. Now there's that program, it's called something hair, where you can put hair all over whatever. We could use that to put hair on Santa's, on this little ball. We could use it to put hair around here. So that's a possibility. Okay, we got to go into the room here. Okay, we're going to go out of iRay so that we can manipulate this building around him without causing the program to go and freak out. The lighting in this room is really nice, so that's another plus. Okay, so we have to select the building, workshop room. Okay, Y rotate. Look at this. Oh, see, everything is separate in the room. Z. So we have to put all this stuff together. First of all, we're going to get rid of the cameras. We're not going to use their cameras. I'll use mine. The chair, we got 3 chairs in here, and all we need is the big Santa chair. We've got 4 of them in here, and a rocking chair. We're going to get rid of the chairs. We'll keep the Santa chair. Let's see, did we lose our Santa chair? And Santa doesn't have an undershirt. Okay, the little phonograph is going. And we have a table here that's going to go. And the books we'll leave and see if we might need them later, but we don't need another table. And this table seems to be working okay. All right, so now we have to put everything together into a thing. So we have the shelf books and the workstation. So we're going to put all of this into a group. It's going to call just building all. So when we rotate the room, it all rotates together, okay? And here we go, here we go. And now we take and select the room, the building all, and we go wide rotate. Now everything rotates with it. We're going to get this room to go like this so that we can now come in, turn this. And there's some stuff. This was on the table, I think. Okay, and then we're going to get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, these can go. What did I just do? Get rid of my lamp? We don't want to get rid of the lamp. We're going to keep the lamp. We'll get rid of these candle things, this stuff, these little baubles. This is where I wish I could kind of draw a square around things. It's just, there are certain features in DAZ that I kind of wish they would allow us to do things like, there's no reason, you know, why we couldn't draw a square around this, see? And as long as we don't select, okay, these little, I am going to be like till next year deleting these little baubles, buttons and thimbles and whiskers on kittens. Okay, why can't I delete this guy? All right, they won't let me delete him. Okay, where's the nutcracker? Brown paper package is tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. All right, that's going. Now we got it. And these, some more baubles. I simply remember my favorite things. And then I don't feel so bad. Okay, here we go. Oh, each one of these washers is a separate object. My goodness. Okay, oops, we don't want the floor to go away. We'll keep the floor. All right, see, sometimes working on 3D art can be tedious. Okay. No, we want to keep the floor, I told you. We want to keep the floor. Okay, I think that's the hinge. All right, it's starting to clear up. I think there's stuff embedded in the table. And there's another just washer just floating through the air with the greatest of ease. And there's another one. Another washer. Okay, we got the washer. All right, so we're going to pull this table up. This stuff here. Okay, there. Clutter. Okay, where's the clutter? Okay, we have candle, camera. Now overhead light. I think all of those things stack. Okay, what's in the clutter? Okay, this washer wheel. Okay, this what happens when we hide that. Okay, that's one stack of clutter. Let's delete that. Okay, and see if we have some more clutter. Computer. Camera, overhead light, camera. We want to keep the lights over ring. Front wall, ceiling, floor. Oh, here's some more clutter. Okay, the clutter can go. So we could have deleted all that clutter by just deleting the clutter. Computer. Okay, now these books, where are these? Books stack. That can go, and we have a couple of these that can go. And that can go. All right. Now we're going to move our room around a little bit more. Which is the entire room. We need to move the whole building together. And now we go Y rotate like this. Z translate, which would be like this. Okay. All right. Now we're going to use a very cool little tool. Or will we? Let's see. Santa, your hand is going through the floor here. Where is our little tool here? This one? Is that the one? All right. So what we need to do is go now to my favorites, scripts, favorites, scripts. And we're going to take and use this little thing here called scene cutaway. Accept. Flip to okay, accept. All right, we'll move it if we have to. And we're going to create a camera here. Create a new camera. We'll call it from here. If you guys haven't used this scene cutaway, you're going to love it, okay? If you haven't seen me use it, accept. Okay, let's save this again. All right, there's my scene cutaway plane. And now we're going to take our camera, and I'm going to use this little script here to lock the camera. Now if I look through the camera, we still have some other cameras. Here, this is camera 4. Okay, camera 4 should be locked. It is. I love that. But we have some other cameras. We got to get rid of them. Let's just type cam here. C-A-M. Here they are. We're going to get rid of these cameras here. And then we'll take this one and just name it camera to make it simple, less confusing. And now we can get rid of that word cam up there. And now we're going to go to our scene cutaway plane. Now our camera's locked. Let's go to our perspective view and select our scene cutaway plane. Where are you? Scene cutaway. We have to go. All right, it should be showing now, and it's not. I don't see why. I don't see why it's not showing. All right, let's make it larger. Scale it. There it is. There is our cutaway plane. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it. Y, rotate like this. Hopefully this will work. Now we're going to move it X. Like this. And Z like this. Now this might have cut the scene away. Let's see. It's either cut it away or it didn't. It's cut one side or the other. Yeah, it cut the other one. See how it cut everything in the scene? See how that worked? Now what we got to do is flip it around. Okay, so we go Y rotate and flip it like this. Okay. And what that's going to do is cut the wall out. All right. So now we look through our camera. Let's make this a little bigger. Scale it. And then let's go like this. X. Like this. And then let's take a look through our camera. And now we go to iRay, and that wall should be cut out. So we can peer into the room without the wall in our way. We could have deleted the wall, but I just thought I would show you this, okay? And whatever that is, that's a rear wall. What is this? Some kind of thing here. Okay, we got to go to this. What happens when we hide this? No. Okay, I think we've got to bring in, we've got something showing from under the door. Maybe I moved the floor up a little bit, down a little. It got moved and jarred out of his position. Okay, so let's go back to our here, and let's push this in a little bit. That's our scene cutaway until it cuts the scene. Now we go back to our camera, and look what we have here. Now we can go back here to our camera, and I can quickly come over here, unlock it, move the camera now kind of where I want it. And I don't want to see the wall cut like that. There it is. Now we don't need a candle floating in midair. So we'll is this the candle? Nope. Z. Which candle did that just delete? So there's got to be another candle here. We have more clutter. I don't think we need that clutter. And there's a beam, shelves, the computer. That was that thing on the right. That could go. Shelves, cabinet, group, more clutter. Group, what's in the group? Okay. Rear wall, oven. Candle 4, there it is. Now, all right, these lights above, the above are kind of, I think, strong. Rear wall, overhead light. Okay. Now let's create. Let's put an HDRI in our scene. So we go now to our sky tools here. HDRI scan. Ultra scenery is powerful. It shares some core principles with view. Oh, that's interesting. I've never used view. Daz used to actually sell items for view. I do know that. Now what's this? It's kind of interesting. All right, I think this rug here. See, I'm going to put a light in here that illuminates and kind of makes it look like a circle light here. Well, what's this? That's kind of interesting. Let's add our light in the scene, our linear point light. Bring this up here, like this. Okay, most of my experience, Matt says that most of his experience in 3D is with view. I got into Daz because I wanted to bring animals into view. See, that is very interesting that you say that, because when I first started with Daz, I was incredibly confused. See, and I thought you had to bring, like, I thought that Daz was just kind of like an empty shell, and you had to bring stuff from Poser into it. And so I kept trying to export stuff from Poser and import it into Daz, and it'd get all twisted and mangled. And I just didn't realize that you needed to use like native Daz content. It took me years to figure that out, like years to figure out. And one day I just thought, well, what if I just use Daz stuff? Because every time I would try to create a scene, it would take hours trying to like export it from Poser and bring it into Daz, and it would always come in all mangled, and after hours of work I would end up just failing. So we're gonna this. Okay, so all of a sudden I thought, what if I just used Daz stuff? It was just all of a sudden an epiphany, you know. What if I just used Daz stuff? And then all of a sudden I realized, oh, I've got a figure in there. I've got a pose on that figure. I've got items in the room. I've got an HDRI. I've got a room around them. I can render it now. I've got they're posed and they have hair. It's like, wow, that worked. And suddenly it was like, oh, I can put all, if I use just Daz stuff, I can make a whole scene. Isn't that amazing? So, yeah, that was the thing. So it was just all of a sudden, once I realized that, I just went nuts with Daz stuff. Yeah, I just completely started just collecting it. It was from that day on, it was like, yeah, see, it took me a long time, Matt, to learn that. And maybe my videos have helped some people to kind of get their focus to where it really belongs. It's like you create the scenes in Daz. And you know what? A lot of people, if you're watching this and you're into Blender and everything, that's the same thing, like exporting everything and bringing it into Blender to render is not the way to do it. You don't do that. If you create something in Blender, you bring it into Daz, and that's where you render. You don't render it in cycles. You know, it's like you can, but it takes hours and hours and hours to do something you could do in, you know, in an hour or 45 minutes or whatever. It's just what you could do so easily in Daz. You just could end up spending hours and hours. It's like you bring a scene into Daz and the hair doesn't come in right, glass doesn't come in right, fire doesn't come in right, VDBs don't come in immediately right. You have to set it all up, and then it's like, okay, you moved it in, but you'd like to have like a marble table. Well, it can take like 2 days to create a marble shader in Blender, when you just have like thousands of them all ready to just click on and put right on and say, I don't like that one. Let me try this one. Let me try that one. All of that right already in Daz, which is thousands. And that's what EZFinder does, is it allows you to just go and check your shaders like this. Like this is my Easy Organizer, or I guess we could go here just to this part here. Shaders, and I have all of these wood building. This is building materials, roofing shaders. Okay, and this is all these shaders. I don't have to spend 2 days working with nodes. These are all roofing tiles and stuff. Yeah, look at this. And then we got roof. I have 2 of them, roof shaders. These are some other ones, probably some of the same ones in here. Wallpaper is like, if I don't like the wallpaper in here, I can just, my internet connection is just horrible. So now we have some kind of light in the room. All right, so what we're going to do is take this the lumens, and add some lumens to this, like 5. Okay, let's bring this up a little bit more, like this maybe. I don't think that worked. Come back, Santa. Santa, where did you go? Here we go. Bring that up. And we take this light and we make it a little bit warmer. So this is the focus of the area instead of, and that 5 is a little too much. Don't be afraid to use a point light to light your figure's face. Now I could use a spotlight also, but just don't be afraid to use a point light as like a light source. I mean, like as if it's the fireplace. Don't turn up the light in the fireplace expecting that to light their face. Just put a point light in, or a spotlight, it's something hidden, and use that to light their face. So there's Santa. Now we go here with maybe a pencil in his hand or something. I don't know. Let's see now. He's making a list. And now this little rug here, where's the oval rug? Okay, I don't know why I can't select anything in this scene. All right, we're going to put the oval rug under him. All right, a little bit more. A little bit more. And then we will okay, I do like this other window here. But I think what we could do, all right, where are the books? We got to get rid of these books. All right, let's see what's here. Where's the floor? Okay, where's the floor? Let's bring this floor up to cover that hole in the... Then we'll bring the oval rug up a little bit more to sit on the floor. There we go. And then we'll take these books. Where are the books? Stack. That's the stack. All right, now stove. Okay, let's clear this. So far, we have not had a problem with EZFinder today. Today might be the day. I think I actually have finally gotten EZFinder fully working in every way. Now let's see. I hope so. Let's do TOVE. Stove. I hope so. Stove. Okay, Santa's not going to have this stove like from like Pier 1 or something like that. He's going to have like a hearth or something. Oh, this looks nice. No, it's looking for the stove itself. That's the 3D light. We have to find the actual OBJ file. No, it's not going to be a Kenmore stove, I don't think. All right. Well, there's a stove. And we put this stove here, 9, 8. We'll go 9. All right, let's grab the stove. Control L to turn some light on. And okay, did I move? My camera's got to get locked, so let's go back to my favorites. And we'll go to favorites. And we go to scripts. And we come back here to our camera. And we lock it again. And now the camera's locked, so we can go now here to perspective view. And we go here. And look at this. There's already a stove here. I suppose this stove would work. Oven. Let's see which one works best. The stove's going to go oven this way. Then we're going to rotate it. Y rotate. And that would be not 180. O 180. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, let's see what we have here. Move over a bit. Let's see what the stove looks like. Does it put off enough light? Is it kind of warm looking or? Okay. And are these going up against the wall enough, or what's? Okay. Now let's go back to our camera. Go back to iRay and see what this stove looks like. Can you see the fire through the glass? Yeah, that's a good enough stove. We don't need this one. That works. This stove's kind of blocking him. We could leave it, but I don't think it would be too good. No. So there's blocking the light. So, okay, Santa's got to look down a little bit. So let's take his head. So this rear wall, okay, is in the way. So we're going to do that so we can actually select. The scene cutaway is in the way, so we're going to hide that. Now we can select his head, and we can bend it a little bit. Which way did we bend? We bent it up. OBS is disconnecting and so, yeah. I have a fruit fly friend. Successfully connected. Thank you, OBS. We have to bend his head down a little bit so he's looking down at the table. It brings his beard in a little bit. So we have the head, but now maybe we should do some of the neck too. Bend a little bit. All right. So he's looking at the, okay, so we have to get some Santa eyebrows. And I'm wondering if this suit is D-Force, if a little bit of a D-Force kind of simulation wouldn't hurt it. So, but let's save this. And We need something here, I don't know what, maybe some books. Yeah, now that we've deleted all the books, do we have any more books? Okay, let's go here. Parameters. Perspective. Let's see if we've got some books left or did we delete them all? Okay, what we can do is get rid of these bookshelves. Okay, cabinet, this one. Let's see if we can get the whole bookshelf, bookcase. All right, we got that. And this bookcase, since it's not in the image, should go. And then, I don't think that's in the image either, so, but let's see. Let's take a look, see if those books are there. Yeah, you can see them. So they're going to stay. And let's just give him a couple of books here. All right, so we come over to our EZFinder. And we go to our Easy Organizer, props. Do I have books here? Scene, footprint, props, couch, books, props. Okay, I don't see books here. I know I did a search and found and had books, had it at one time, but EZFinder has gone through. I've had to create my collection many times because I would alter the program and the way it would look at folders, and then I would have to redo my entire library to work with the new. And so many times I have worked with this. So we'll go back to Easy Organizer and let's create. Okay, we got okay, we have now plants. We have this VDB, so we're going to move VDB into this props here. Come on. Well, VDB, why aren't you moving? Okay. Now it's copied it. All right, let's delete this. All right, can we move you over there now? Okay, that's nice, thank you. Now what we do is we're going to rename this props 2. Props, okay, we'll call it that. Then we'll right click and we're going to create a new folder called books. All right. And then we can go here now to props 2. And we can close this. Where's props? Favorites. Props. Okay. Props 2. Okay, books. So now we can go clear this. Do a search for books. A search. This is going to be a big category. I have a lot. I'm just a big book. I love buying books. And disconnecting. Oh, no data. All right, I see. So what we're going to do is we're going to just stop streaming and come back. Stop and restart. and see what happens. All right, it just keeps disconnecting me and reconnecting me. I'm not sure. There might be something going on here with quit that. Let's see what else we can quit. I'm going to just reconnect. It should stay connected.